Many of us started learning watercolor by following tutorials and painting after the teacher. My Patreon group and I just wrapped up a 30-day boot camp in watercolor where we painted one simple painting per day for 30 days straight. Now, this type of repetition is valuable in helping you develop that trained hand with the medium. But after you have been copying the teacher for a while, you may be asking yourself, what's next for me? Am I ready to take on my own painting subject? The answer is yes, but I would still recommend you doing so in steps and learn to progressively build your confidence. And in this video, I'm going to show you some ideas that will hopefully inspire you to venture out and start seeing a path for yourself to eventually learn to paint your own subject artfully. Now, the first thing I want you to know is that you actually got all the tools you need. Simply by following the teacher and copying tutorial, you will already have developed your instincts for the medium and different solutions based on the scenarios you encounter. Now it's a matter of reinforcing these neurons that's firing up and forming patterns and networks so that you can easily draw from your mind next time when you encounter similar situations. The most easy and low-key way of getting started painting your own is simply repaint some of the pieces you painted after the teacher, but with your own modification or interpretation. For example, you really like this Venice sunset scene from the video tutorial and kind of want to emulate the same feeling but with a different subject on your own. So maybe you can just try swapping out that city skyline in the background with a layer of greeneries. And maybe swapping out this domed Baroque building with some boat shed and piers in the front. And instead of doing a gondola, you have maybe learned how to paint boats in a different tutorial. And then you can just use that technique to paint a little rowboat at the front. Because you already know how to tackle a lot of the elements in the scene, such as the sky gradation, the water ripple treatment, you can reinforce those knowledge while at the same time exploring compositions of different objects. This just allows you to really connect the dots on your own, but not so adventurous that it becomes frustrating. The key here is just still applying a lot of the visual languages you have already learned from previous tutorials. Now, a slightly more involved version of mix and matching the elements from previous tutorials is instead of borrowing the exact same composition of the painting, you actually are composing your own scene from imagination by adding the elements that you have learned from other tutorials. For example, you have painted a country road scene with a path and a tree, and you're evolving this composition, but now introducing elements that you like. For example, adding in the flowers that you have learned from a different tutorial. So it's gonna bring you a pop of color. And then in the distance, maybe instead of all the soft edges, add a little barn house as well. If you have learned how to paint architecture, the hard-edged object in soft texture of a landscape, you already know how to do this. So just try to have fun, use imagination. I do recommend painting it based off of your imagination, not on a photo yet. Do this a few times. And the benefit of that is then the pattern of how to treat different objects and how the shadow and the contour of these objects form, they will burn in your memory much better if you try to just paint from your imagination. You're not distracted by any photo references. If you have done this a few times and feel comfortable with it, then I will move on to the next stage by using simple photo references. All right, before we continue, I just want to mention real quick that while the live challenge for the 30-day bootcamp has ended, I have just released the digital download version for the bootcamp paintings. So you can go to this link to get your course and own it permanently so that you can jumpstart your bootcamp whenever you want. It includes the instruction for all 30 paintings, which are intentionally designed to help you go from zero to hero, from learning to control the medium to introducing expression, composition, by having you paint a variety of subjects. All right, guys, go to this link here or in description below to download the course. Now, if you're getting comfortable with mix and matching different elements, then maybe you can start looking for simple photos next to paint. But these photos should share the same visual treatment or subject that you have already painted so that it's not starting from scratch. We have painted this floral subject with the lily pads and the reflections. So you should be able to paint similar subjects, maybe with a different lighting and color palette, where you can explore different color palettes and start adding different forms of shadows. So try to build on what you already know as versus starting from scratch. You can also paint another type of bird. You know the techniques, the brush strokes, the spot wetting techniques to achieve these different shadows and feather patterns on the bird. Now you just need to apply this maybe to a different bird, slightly more complex, whatnot. But the idea is to build on what you already know, stress testing these visual vocabularies and treatment that you have already learned. Now, if you do encounter a new type of subject that you have not learned to paint before, it's okay to do a bit of more intensive research on that. Find a few new tutorials that you can follow, paint after the teacher again, and just repeat this process. Start assimilating and then introducing this new language to your vocabulary so that you can expand on the solid ground and not get overwhelmed by every single thing in photo, but rather just like this one new subject, such as a waterfall or a creek that you just haven't done before. For the background, like the trees and the reflections, you know how to do it already. So just bring that to the table and try not to reinvent the wheel every time. So far I've shared these ways where you can really ease into, painting your own subject and build that confidence progressively. However, I do want to mention a pretty important leap in your learning is really to train yourself to see shapes and forms rather than just two-dimensional outlines and separated objects in the scene. This ability to see connected shapes and contours of objects and focus on painting that is going to lead to the transformation in your ability to interpret any subjects you've seen. Drawing and sketching is a really helpful tool in this transformation. But when you're drawing, don't just focusing on drawing the outlines, focusing on shading out the contours of these objects and observe how the contours may shift shapes depending on the lighting and how that lighting can create a different mood for your subject. You can use a photo editing tool as well as the Proco app, which I commonly recommend my students, to turn any photo into a black and white version to help you see those shapes. But gradually, you will be able to just start seeing shapes on your own if you go out and sketch and shading out your subjects so that you can see clearly where does the mid and dark tone lie in your composed scene. Once you see those shapes, you will immediately know if this photo is actually a good candidate for painting or not. It is based on whether that shapes you see yield to an interesting depiction or storytelling for your subject. If it tends to flatten out your subject, or maybe the shapes is just very boring or one note, then that is not a good candidate photo. Now, to learn more about finding shapes and painting them expressively and intentionally with brush strokes and watercolor effects, I have that covered in depth in this 5-step process course based on my video introducing the same framework. This course is going to help you paint your own subject in a highly distilled and artistic manner. So go ahead and check out the link here about the course and to download it. The link is also in the description below. That's the learning for today, and hopefully that has given you some concrete ideas for how to slowly ease into painting your own subject once you have painted after the teacher multiple times and tried out different subjects. All right, guys, I sure hope to see you again next time. Bye!